Many of our decisions and actions are based on our values. Our values are what motivates most of our behavior. These values are things that we have consciously or unconsciously picked up along the way in our life from when we were young children up to adult age. We can define values in many different ways. For me, a value is a condition that we strive to achieve in life, how we wish to feel or what we wish to have. There can be means values and end values. A mean value is a value that leads to an end. And for example, end values are most of the time feelings like joy, love, generosity, a feeling of being healthy, and so forth. Those are the end values. Then there can be mean values like, for example, a car or money. I might value having a really great car or having lots of money. But in my experience, behind that, why do I want this car? Well, because it'll make me feel free, freedom, I'll experience freedom. Or the money will make me feel secure, so it's security or safety is really the end value that's behind the mean value. But these are things, conditions that we strive to achieve, experience in life. Our values can be active or passive. An active value is something I have reflected upon and made a conscious choice to have this value. The passive values are the ones I've sort of just picked up along the way, maybe from my parents growing up, and I haven't questioned them. I might have a belief that colored people with a colored skin are really scary. I've never actually tested this. I've never ever traveled to a country where there are colored people, but I've sort of just picked that up from an important person when growing up. But I've never actively discussed this or met another person or taken the time to know another person of a different skin color, for example. So it's not an active, it's sort of just a passive value I carry. Of course, if we could live constantly through our life in accordance with our deepest values, we would be very happy and satisfied. So why are not most of us not all the time happy and satisfied? Well, one reason is we might not be clear on what it is we really want. We might not have actively brought our values up to the surface and looked at what is truly important to me in life. So the first part is becoming clear. What are my values, my end values? What are the most important things to me in life? And the second part is, I believe we have rules to experience these values. This is what I've learned from teachers along the way and practiced in my own life. And it has led me to truly believe that we have rules that say, for me to feel love, this and this and this needs to happen, or this needs to happen. And the tricky part here is most of the time we've set the game up really, really incredibly hard for us. For example, for me to feel successful, I have to earn this and this money and always feel great about myself and this and this and this. Then I will feel successful. While another person might feel successful as long as they wake up in the morning. So how do we set up these rules? And to become aware of what rules are and then to change the rules, create new rules. What needs to happen for me to experience joy or love or so forth? Make it simple for yourself to be happy. There are different ways to question values. There could be three main ways as I see it. One would be to think, reflect about it. What values do I have? Do a writing exercise, write it down and think. The other one would be, the second way would be opening up. Meaning I travel to a new country to meet the kind of people maybe I was scared of before. I put myself in situations where I get to experience, how do I really value these things? Is this a value I really want to carry around and so forth? So opening up. Communication is the third way. Meaning with other people I have an honest dialogue and listen and learn from others and reflect and discuss my own values, so I talk about it with other people. So again, become really clear on your values. What do you value most in your relationship? What is most important to you? How do you want your relationship and your life to be? And then what are your rules for experiencing the things you want to experience? So make it simple for yourself to live a happy, satisfied and really fulfilling life, and you'll be again a much greater partner, and it will I assure you, influence your relationship in great ways that you might not previously have experienced.